Hey friends, just wanted to share some of my thoughts about the annual meeting of the Southern Baptist Convention. The SBC's been in the news the last couple of weeks, which has been surprising and a little odd. Also, not totally surprising is that much of what's been reported has been exaggerated, to say the least. As usual, the news media is selling something really on both ends of the ideological spectrum. What they're selling is controversy, and if there's not real controversy, then they're going to imagine controversy. They're going to exaggerate it or maybe even invent it. For those of you who may not be aware of how the SBC works, the Southern Baptist Convention each year has an annual meeting where we gather to hear reports from all the different participants and different entities. We elect a president, which is a volunteer. It's usually a local pastor from somewhere here in the States. And then we conduct our business. The SBC is a denomination. It's not hierarchical. In other words, they don't have authority over us. This is a partnership. We choose to fellowship and we can choose to disfellowship at any time. They're not in control of us in any way. I've been Southern Baptist since 1992. I was ordained in a Southern Baptist church and graduated from a Southern Baptist seminary. The SBC is the largest denomination in the country. There are 47,000 churches around the world that are Southern Baptist churches. Totals about 14 million members. There are 9 entities, including our executive committee, the colleges and seminaries that are around the country, Lifeway resources, and then, retirement benefits to help retired pastors and ministers and missionaries. Mainly the SBC is about cooperation for missions. At this year's annual meeting, we had a choice between 4 candidates for president. Really, there are 4 kind of different levels of conservative. They've been portrayed as moderate and or liberal, some of them. That's really a stretch. These are 4 different conservative guys. Ed Litton is who ultimately won. It's who I felt good about. I think some of the other guys would have done a great job, but I feel good about Ed Litton being our president, and I'm excited to unite behind him and under his leadership. There's been a little bit of rumbling about the SBC being racist or having a racist background. That was repented of a long time ago. Almost 25% of our churches are multi-ethnic, including 60% of our church plants. What you probably didn't hear about in the news is that we have 3,600 international missionaries, including last week in Nashville, we commissioned 64 new international missionaries to go out to different places around the world. Some of them, their identities were kept secret because they're going to such dangerous and hostile places. And it was such an encouraging and anointed and uplifting time. Really, the entire week in Nashville was encouraging and uplifting. It was very diverse. It reminded us both from the leadership on stage and for all of the attendees. It's a very diverse situation. You probably also didn't hear about the SBC church planting efforts right here in America and Canada. Since 2010, the SBC has planted 8,200 churches, and 60% of those are multi-ethnic. And what I love about the SBC's church planting efforts is that they work so hard to see those church plants be successful and get it right. In an environment where most church plants don't survive, what you find is that 5 years in, Southern Baptist church plants are about 80% successful. So 80% of those church plants after 5 years are still, alive and kicking and healthy and doing good things. It's just so encouraging. So, like I said, in the media and even on social media, you tend to hear the negative, and some of that's contorted and exaggerated. But the truth is, the SBC is a great opportunity for us to see missions move forward, whether it's local, here in America, and around the world. And I honestly left that meeting more hopeful than I've been in a long time. And excited to be a part of the Southern Baptist Convention. So I hope this has been helpful. I hope it's been instructional, and I'm happy to dialogue with you one-on-one, whether it's on a phone call or grabbing a cup of coffee to see if I can answer any other questions that you might have. Hope you have a great week. Thanks.